Alright, we back with another video from the react to Joe Knows unedited full 2K26 breakdown. I already know I did a little what's his name? Something aholic, bro. I forgot his name already, but this is the real breakdown, gameplay breakdown. This is everything. So let's see. And Joe knows everything.
Breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything
She's a holic, that's his name.
Inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking about no RNG pure green window shooting from both 3-point and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layups and how consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter. We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling. Can tall build speed boost again? Of course,
hey, KD dribbling not looking bad.
Out there.
Ooh, that Kyrie, bro. He did the ooh. Like, we don't see that. That's nice, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck. That's nice.
Got everything you need when it comes to 2K26 gameplay. Hey. I'm also going to be posting some unedited
Curry slide.
Game online user versus user.
And you could spam the Curry slide again.
Stay on the lookout for that. But take a second.
Damn.
Drop a like on the video for me. Let's try to get this video to 20,000.
Hey, y'all like his video. Hey, like this one too.
2K26 gameplay breakdown.
Let's get it.
All right, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're going to start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty
is. Hey, I low-key like the little, this layout that they have. I like it. I don't know, it looks,
whites were going in, but
it kind of looks like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks kind of like fresh.
Dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players.
I ain't gonna lie, KD jump shot look the same.
You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're gonna see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players, and in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you a general idea of how it looks and, you know, how people are bursting. And obviously, I know a lot of people from my channel are going to be like,
bro, like you could see. So that means, because I did watch the Cheeseaholics video, and you could see visibly that other players look faster. So that means with the De'Aaron Fox, whenever he goes to De'Aaron Fox, he should look pretty fast, because everybody knows De'Aaron Fox is like one of the fastest niggas in the world. Like, he's up there with, what's his name, bro? Like,
and yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night.
Damn, I forgot his name, bro.
2K25 and 2K26.
The dude who raced ISO speed. He's up there with Usain Bolt.
And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really chain stuff together. People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs. You can spam escapes.
Just like 21.
Really good launch.
I ain't gonna lie, 21 was a good 2K for me, bro.
With like explosive behind the backs and momentum behind the backs. And you see, I mean, that's 6'11" Kevin Durant changing direction.
Ooh, Devin Booker, yes sir. See, this is what we like to see right here, bro. Devin Booker, be like, bro, this is just the greatest player of all time, bro.
There's only so many
him and Kyrie
in the day at Community Day that you can't really like fully focus on everything. And my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips.
Damn, look at the way that it's fast. Like, dribbling looks fast.
Tutorial down below if you want to see more about dribbling after you finish this video.
I ain't gonna lie, what I might do, I might like not buy the game. Like, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna like look at everybody else stuff and then see like if they're saying it's worth it. If they say it's like, oh, you might have to wait, you feel what I'm saying, then
I did get
that's what I'll just do.
But like, I wasn't gonna spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his, Kevin Durant has his.
Yeah, I like that. Like,
and they can all speed boost, and that's just a breath of fresh air, because I feel like in past 2Ks it was like only one
you wasn't able to speed boost,
really burst cleanly, so it was like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably going to end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, before it was like no matter what, if you weren't using Darius Garland last year, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves. It looks like there's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on.
Yeah, this is basic what they have.
How the My Players are moving.
So just imagine if we had our own like moves and stuff, like our own sigs and stuff like that, bro, we like pair stuff up with different, bro. I'm
Well, I'm
telling you,
definitely
bro,
interested in your
it
thoughts
could be
on the dribbling
good.
from what you've seen here. So get your comments in down below and let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind
Like
the back
Scottie
that Mike
Pippen
was talking
dribbling.
about. You know, they added some more explosive kind of behind
Scottie
the back
Pippen
dribble moves
behind
into
the
game.
back.
And that Scottie definitely launches you forward. There was also, I think, the
I'm
Kobe
telling
White
you.
one felt pretty good. I was experimenting with it. Now, I
Like,
know a lot of you
but
guys.
that's the thing, bro. Like, they gotta make it realistic. Kobe White, come on, dude. He's not. Come on, bro. Let's be real,
My
bro.
opinion on dribbling.
Kobe White
here
is
it
not.
I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators, like Dirk and Koza and other creators. They spent majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20, 30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt much more dynamic and like you could.
Kyrie,
you had
yes,
more burst, you had
sir.
more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now I understand the bar from 2K25.
Bro, I hope, bro. I really hope that, like, bro, that they're not lying, bro. Please, just make a good 2K. Hashtag make 2K good again, bro. Please, it could be a good game. All 2K has to do is give us what everybody wants and let me see the park, bro. That's all I want to see. They should have made my team the real park.
More fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get, but it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like this feels a lot more enjoyable than what I was doing the last 12 months on 2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out. So hopefully that's
Crazy,
not the case
bro.
this year.
Bro, if they do that this year, bro, 2K is getting boycotted, bro. If they like, if people like something off the jump, why remove it, bro? Because then once they buy it, you're not gonna know that it's removed until you buy it, and that's how 2K tries to get you. They spend your money because at the what is it called, Pro Day, 2K event, it's like, oh, this feels good, we got this. So then once it comes out, you remove something, and then it's all different, and now we done wasted our money on another bull game.
Hopefully all
bro.
this stuff people are finding
Come on,
ways
bro.
to burst and be dynamic and
Keep everything the
be
same. I'm not gonna
explosive
lie,
off
it
the
looks
dribble.
pretty
Hopefully all this
good.
stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contests. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open.
Dang, he broke
some
his
contested,
ankles.
Some green, some miss. Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm gonna just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess.
Hey, that looked like
you know,
a
how
real
the shooting
KD move
looks,
when
how
he did the
contest system looks,
like that.
and get your thoughts down below in the comments. I will say a few things. I know people are going to ask about RNG and the pure green window and how did it feel and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's just a few, you know, hours that I was playing the game because I also had to get, you know, my builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise. Like when you got it right, it was green. But when you got it wrong, it was earlier, it was late. Like you were like, it was.
And they say
like,
you can't
were
make no
slightly off,
whites.
It was doinking. So when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him, he explained it, if he could compare it to anything, was like a more skill-based 2K24 shooting system. And I could kind of see where he's coming from, just because of, you know, yes, you have the pure green window, but it is, you got to be more precise than you were on 24. And that I did feel that.
He made that.
It's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops. But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters still on the shooting. You know, taller builds definitely shoot over people and, you know, get contested less than the shorter builds. And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because
damn, like I said earlier, if y'all watched the Cheeseaholics video, bro, I said the shooting bigs and the lockdowns might be the move this year, bro, because they are taller than everybody else, and if it's easier to shoot this year, it's it's like overpowered.
On this. All right, we're gonna switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here, and I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea,
mid-range might be the move.
Curry clip, a Luka clip, like definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to just see how the contest system was registering. I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD, and we basically tested mid-ranges for like good 10-15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but like you start to see how people are, you know, you saw in the dribbling in the beginning.
It might be a bunch of shooting
like,
bigs.
people are able to move now on the bigger players, and that wasn't even my players. Like I said, that was.
It's really because of
players.
Victor Wembanyama
bursting and doing all that. Then you combine it with the fact that you're really like shooting over people in terms of that advantage. Like, you might actually see
Hey,
a back
bro.
and forth this year of small guards and big guards.
But the small guards are faster. See, that's a good class because you got the taller builds who can move and stuff like that. But the taller builds are probably slower. So the shorter builds are faster, and then it's gonna make it a good game, like good gameplay.
Felt stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like you were kind of
damn, that nigga Luka's slow.
Like 90% of stuff just registered open. It didn't feel like that on this game. It definitely felt stronger, but not stronger to the point where ghost contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially against a guy like Durant who's so tall, but even other players that we tested like Shea and stuff.
Damn, he actually fell back after getting fouled. That's a good animation.
It said open. If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you, it would still say open. If you created enough space, like on that fade over Chet right there, it says open. But then if they, you know, if they're under you and they get a hand near your face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball, they'd register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system, right? Apparently, you only have to green the tempo. And that is confirmed.
What does that mean?
I'm about to see a couple clips of it, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to be honest. You know, apparently if you don't...
Oh, that means he doesn't like it.
It makes it harder to green the tempo. But as long as you just green the tempo, it still goes in. And I'll be honest.
What?
Without the meter, it's kind of like, man, he's making whites is kind of what I feel like, you know, even though I understand the system is different. But when you turn the meter on and see it visually...
I'm confused.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Wait, so if you see right there... He did not even green in the window.
Hurts my soul.
But it's still called a green because he timed it right? Bro, I'm confused on that. I don't know how to feel about that.
But I understand the logic is different now. But I think we're all like ingrained in the 2K25 rhythm shooting system. Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk.
See, and that's another thing. They keep on changing it. Like, you need to just stick to one thing. Like, if they just go back to just normal, like, if you time it right. Like, bro, if I'm boom, 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 and I make the shot, like, in real life, bro, it's no, like, I'm not timing my tempo in real life, bro, if that makes sense. I'm just shoot the ball and make it. It shouldn't have to be all that, like, just go back to when it was 2K20, you shoot the ball, you green it, and it's just a green. Why it gotta be
you see right here,
more than one thing?
Cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up, cut off, like, bump animation. If someone's moving, if a dribbler is moving, and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump. But a big difference I noticed was on 2K25, if someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key, you could just like press against them and interrupt that dribble sequence. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to interrupt someone's standstill dribble sequence, because obviously I just tested it in the limited amount of time that I had, but it definitely felt night and day difference to 25. 25 felt like if someone's dribbling, you know, on the perimeter standstill, you could just basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like
I didn't know that.
Didn't feel like that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right, or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body up collision. But we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out throughout the year. But it definitely was a noticeable difference in my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps. Off the little push cross here into the defender's leg, lose the ball. I know a lot of people are like anti-push cross, anti-De'Aaron Fox crossover. Well, position yourself correctly, you could be knocking that ball free without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about...
But that should be, I mean, like, if you bump into somebody in real life while you're dribbling, the ball is, you're not going to have it in your hand anymore, so that's kind of real.
Layups and slow-mo Euros and all this new layup stuff they're adding, so let's talk about it. Layups definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25.
Damn.
Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka. Size matters in terms of getting contested. It felt like the bigger players definitely could go up with more 50-50 takes, and the green window would stay a bit bigger than the smaller players. But overall, whether it was Trey, Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, whoever it was, being able to see the green window, I know it was an old feature. Like, we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it. They brought it back. I'm not hyping it up like, whoa, like this is... But it's just nice to be able to see it, not only to help you know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take, and help you understand what you can and can't go up with. Now let's talk about driving dunks.
Boom! Right, that was a good dunk.
You know, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this.
Oh, if he would have made that.
Let's talk about it. First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like
damn, Giannis made that?
Consistent green windows. Some concerning things was I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter. I have a couple of
Like
specific
what?
clips coming up here in just a second, and I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know, we saw last year, they definitely make changes after Community Day. Last
Bro, why? If they change something that I just said I like, bro, I'm gonna be frustrated, bro. Like, bro,
they nerfed
bro,
and
don't be changing. Like, why allow the person to play a game and then you're gonna change it and then they have to get used to what you changed? Be finished with the game and then do the pro day so that this is what it is, no matter what, bro. And then after people purchase the game, then you make the changes that people don't like. Stop letting people play something, change it, and then they have to get used to it again. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
Certain dribble speed boost animations and stuff, but check out a couple of these animations. You're gonna see me beat the defender, and or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just driving to the basket. Like right here, Ant Edwards slides through, has a clear
like
path.
Bro, in old 2K, that's going in with no dunk meter, bro. I mean, with no dunk timer.
By the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small. So that's a little alarming to me. I feel like like I said, there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here, it's a
oh my gosh, bro. That is a free dunk, bro. That should not have to be timed. Like, when it's open in the lane, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you should not have to time these dunks, bro. It doesn't make any sense because it's gonna lead to you missing a wide open dunk. It could be 20-20, game on the line, you blow by somebody, you get the speed boost, you finna dunk the ball, and you mistime a dunk, bro. That's ass.
Blew by the defender, clean line at the hoop, but because, like, when I started the dunk, maybe the defender was still like pushing.
That's ass.
I'm not really sure. Like I said, there's definitely some stuff to still fix. But even with
That's
that being
ass.
said, we're still getting some nice contact dunks at times. Sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small. So definitely figuring out exactly how
like it should be the green window should be like the whole entire damn near thing when it's a wide open dunk,
But
bro.
something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change instead of it just being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked. It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I wanted to dunk it, but now I got hit, so I'm going to, adjust my body and be able to turn it into a layup type of thing.
Damn,
so
that was a good dunk, Ja.
Plays out. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad.
Oh, I thought he made that. I was finna.
I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by the time the game launches. Let's move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's definitely some crazy interior defense.
Ooh, he blocked the hell out that.
Like, look at this one by Rudy. My God. I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior defense stats, but you could definitely get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks, you see how big the green window is, and then even like standing meter dunks.
And that's how it should be with wide open running dunks.
Going up over smaller defenders. See the size of the green window. It kind of feels like it's like you could get crazy.
Bro, why does Wemby look like he's 11 feet?
It's kind of, I'm not really sure. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out, but they both definitely felt viable. Like, if you timed when you were going to jump to get the stop, it's like you'd get a crazy ante. But you could also, if you went up with the standing dunk and they weren't entirely properly positioned, you would just boom it on them. Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby, look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind, like Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open.
Damn.
I feel like in past
is that a glitch?
If you did that, it would still register a contest just because it was like it thought you were supposed to be there, but you weren't actually there because you got stuck on the hoop. I don't know. Just
so that's good.
Detail I noticed, but you see the size of these standing dunk meters. You could definitely go crazy with the standing dunks, but then you also saw some of the paint stop animations I was getting. You could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one from Wemby. I mean, I'm not really sure which one's going to be better, but they both definitely felt viable, at least for the little bit that I tested them. Last thing, rebounding. You can turn off the green feedback in the player HUD. I did notice that. I know some people have been asking that, but as you can see here, you don't have to green the rebound to get it. You know, Mike has already talked about that, but just so people could be clear about that.
Why would they even
here? I'm on Jokic. I green the rebound, and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So just because you green it doesn't mean you're automatically going to get it. But this is what the green feedback looks like.
How do you even green a rebound?
But if you got
how do you, like, for real, like, that's the real question. How do you green a rebound, bro? Like, if I just click triangle to jump up and grab it, I should not have to It's just like stuff that be unnecessary,
See
bro.
raw, unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2K26. Click that video on the screen right there. You will get to see full gameplay with no edit, so you could truly see how the gameplay is looking.
Hey man, I already ragged the Cheeseaholics like gameplay. Joe Knows was also just my team, so I don't think I'm gonna watch that. Hold on. But shout out Joe Knows, bro. This game, it's looking like it could be good, but it also has like some stupid stuff that's not needed in the game. But let me know what y'all want to see next.